ourselves as though we do not know that people actually stole from us. So Domlevo is right on point. And mind you, he is also the chair of Yoku. And if you're going to go by this pace, in any case, was it not this Attorney General that came to tell us that the National Service scandal, 548 million, had just been stolen by about 4 or 5 people that mentioned names, and promised us that he was going to go to court by the end of July. Are we in July? Politics became cheap under Kufuor.
Oh, how?
He doesn't even have an MPP card.
He's not a member of the MPP?
And I challenge him to produce his MPP card.
See this emotional outburst, and when you all this big drama, he's trying to hide something. What he's trying to hide is this. The people of this country were hooked with. The people of this country has been given out nearly willing to reward political members of the political party. They have seen how people have been allowed to get away with millions and millions of dollars under the guise of knowledge prosecute. So they are afraid that a similar political arena
has run away from this country.
I saw photos of him with a school.
He has virtually abandoned the country. You could have been making noise with this, but because the people are expecting that the monies in the hands of these people are so much that when we take them, we can help in development, then they will not allow you. How about the National Cathedral, my brother?
Oh, but what about it?
What about public? Jesus Christ.
I mean, Dr. Zato is laughing. He's happy.
I'm laughing because it's a home match.
You are laughing because...
Please.
You see? He comes here as an MPP man. He doesn't want us to refer him as a home match. Which home match is that?
No, it's okay.
No, Roland.
Let's have some decorum here.
You must give us a designation. He's an MPP member and a movement for change member.
So let me get back to Dr.
Zato. Even you are a former member of the MPP.
Yes, okay. So with Dr. Zato...
Not from the former.
With Dr. Zato, I am surprised that is going around talking all over the place on this issue. They are the same people that when their former ministers, former appointees are invited.
Newsarenagh, subscribe to Newsarenagh. Quickly, right into storyline on 9 sorry, and then credit to the TV3 channel. Or hosting party members from the Movement for Change, NDC and MPP. Now, conversations there about Attorney General being slow about actions to take regarding the oral Operation Recover All. Now, the campaign of the NDC in itself, recover, I hear the past government, another past leadership, my FU crew, almost on my recovery in Ama. Now, so I pay almost deep power, now I say the people of Ghana, almost shut down Yamasu. Mr. Samuel Owusu, Solomon, sorry, Mr. Solomon Owusu, a member of the Movement for Change, as I say, why does it look say Attorney General, Mr. Honorable Mr. Ayine, who action biabium. After the time I was starting free, Mr. Keno Foriata, Honorable Keno Foriata, Minister for Finance, or starting free now, so all year like watching crazy. Na yehu bebi akwa owo aye kwakwachino but don't dey no yehu hwe biom gana fo ho ahye bia ye bisam so aye hu hwe yen ti hwe emfa asem bia hu biom na omo so obeye bibia public afekwa de yehu hwe omo si ora no be ma gana fo nyina so ate bibi na so yehu hwe ma yentie nenum asem.
Has run away from this country.
I saw photos of him with a school.
He has virtually abandoned the country that gave birth to him. You think if he did anything good, he would be running away and living in a cold environment? It tells you that he himself agrees that the sort of things that they did to this country, and believe you me, there is a correlationship between poverty as Adam was describing, that when you go to his constituency, 4 classes, they have about 4 teachers. There's a correlation between the thievery that happened under the last 8 years and the denial of these innocent peoples of getting teachers, and for that matter, quality teachers. So why must we be lying to ourselves? We live with these people in our society. We know them, we knew them before they got into power, and we know what they have acquired now. And that their salaries can never support it. But for thievery, but for stealing, it can never support it. Go to Tamale. I'm giving you a simple as go to Tamale. The moment you get to the station, just ask the taxi drivers. By the way, I greet all my people in Tamale that they should go and show you where the MPs and the ministers stole government lands. They will tell you, this one is for this one is for that, this one for that. Go there. The other gentleman, what's his name? Hanan. They will show you
Buffer stock
apartments that he put up in record time. That he couldn't have ordinarily done it. So why do we come and sit here and pretend and lie to ourselves as though we do not know that people actually stole from us? So Domlevo is right on point. And mind you, he is also the chair of Yoku. And if you're going to go by this pace, in any case, was it not this Attorney General that came to tell us that the National Service scandal, 548 million, had just been stolen by about 4 or 5 people that mentioned names, and promised us that he was going to go to court by the end of July. Are we in July? What are we talking about? That we know that they have stolen from us, and you people want to use beautiful nonsense to cover our faces, cloud our thinking. No, it's not going to happen.
They are just using jargons.
Jargons, and they are just
Solomon
doing
Owusu, they're just
business.
using jargons.
Look, what Fifi Fiavekote said was the truth, that people are cutting deals.
No, I disagree with you.
People are cutting. The General Secretary of the party said, people are... Is that what?
Fifi didn't say that.
Is that what?
No. Fifi didn't say that.
What did he
Please
say?
go ahead with that. Please, excuse me. Let him make his argument. Let him make his argument. Please write.
General Secretary of the NDC said people within the NDC were doing deals. That was preventing the government from acting, which I agree. You see the word on the street there. The street guys, the voters of this country, they are not dumb. That is why I disagree with Zato. That they lied to the people of this country with aura. People in this country saw what was happening. Don't mistake their intelligence. They saw the plain thievery. How is it that as a country we borrowed 13.5 billion from the international market? $13.5 billion. Can you match any development in this country to that? Only a couple of days ago, the former president came to tell us that his darkest moment was the DDEP. What caused the DDEP? We have been treated to PDS in this country. You remember PDS? PDS.
The privatization. It made us lose the
a lot of money. Look, they brought a deal called, a policy called Gold for Oil. Have you heard what the money has said about it? That it allowed people to, as it were, evade taxes to the tune of 7.5 billion Ghana cedis. That's 7.5 billion. Whose pocket did it go to? 7.5 billion Ghana cedis. Whose pocket did it go to? In fact, the Bank of Ghana told us that they lost 1.82 billion through that transaction. And we are here playing with this oral thing.
You think they are just sugarcoating?
They are sugarcoating. 9 months is enough. The rate at which they are going is not good for their own government. I don't care as an opposition party because our party is ready. We will take advantage of that. But I do not need to wait for my party to take over before actions are taken.
Do you think the Attorney General,
yes,
and the pace at which he's undertaking the prosecution,
yes,
alongside his deputy and the state attorneys, they are disappointing the ordinary Ghanaians who voted for the John Mahama Nana Jeno Poko Ajiman government? Necessarily not only NDC.
They are disappointing the masses of the party. I'm telling you, if Ayine goes to town and meet NDC, functionally, he may be chased. They may chase him out. I'm telling
Dominic Ayine?
If he's listening to me, he must take my words very serious. Because the word out there is not good for him. The impression there is not good for him. Especially who advised him to change his modus operandi. That he will be addressing the people of this country periodically. Why did he change from that?
Well, how do you mean that?
When he was briefing us about the cases that he was going through, all of a sudden he stopped. Who asked him to stop?
I don't understand. You mean with the bravado with which he was doing, he slowed down?
It was so good for the people of this country. You were alerting, you were briefing us periodically.
The briefings?
The briefings. Why did he stop? Who asked him to stop? Was it the case that people were complaining behind the scenes that you were putting us on the spotlight and making life unbearable for us? That is why he stopped. If for nothing at all, since the MPA case went to court, we have not heard anything. Mustafa Hamid, have you heard anything about it? Mustafa Hamid's case, have you heard anything from there?
The OSP case.
The OSP. You see, we cannot shortchange the people of this country. We have suffered too much in the hands of politicians. People come and just steal from us and then tell us that we are not smart. Hey, being smart is to steal from the state? No. What about the National Scholarship Secretariat? The scandal that we are hearing from. What else do you need? In fact, this government has been so lucky that evidences are coming from the people. The actual administration, few of them that it is still, they are giving you the evidence. How can we be told by the former boss of NLA, Samuel Ugu?
You mean following the fourth estate?
Jesus Christ. And he is bold enough to be going around.
But he has responded.
Responded? If you were in a serious country by now, you will be facing a public inquiry.
Oh, solo.
That your own act asks you to, as it were, be doing lottery to support the destitute, to support the poor, to support the mentally deranged, and so on and so forth. Is Godfrey Dami's department or Godfrey Dami mentally deranged or destitute or poor? Why did he give the Attorney General Department 570,000? The First Lady, is he poor? Was she poor? Rebecca Ekufuado, was she deranged? Was she destitute? Why did he give that office?
Well, this is for the foundation.
Which foundation? That foundation didn't even dig a borehole, a single borehole. Did you see it? What about the Chief of Staff's office? What were they doing there? He gave them money. You are there dashing money left, right. A young man that will give you an opportunity to serve the people of this country. You come and do this beautiful nonsense, and you go around and bold enough. You are not even mindful that it was public money that you were using to be defending this indefensible. We cannot do that. Now, those that are the NLA, I'm telling them, you cannot tell us that we will be doing lottery and private persons will be taking that money, and you think it's a good thing, and you are quiet. These are what is eroding the confidence of the people. Either than that, there is no way the way they are performing. Now you have been able to stabilize the currency. As we speak, the referencing rate has come to 17.889%. As against what they left, inflation has reduced from the 23% to now under 10%. You could have been making noise with this. But because the people are expecting that the monies in the hands of these people are so much that when we take them, we can help in development, then they will not allow you. How about the National Cathedral, my brother?
Oh, but what about it?
What about public? Jesus Christ. That President Kufuor is able to speak in this country. It took my $97 million to go and dig a hole, while the current president traveled 22 hours to go to Japan and then go and look for the same amount to come and better our agriculture. And he's about telling us that, abandon go here. It will not go well because he expects this president to hold him before a committee of inquiry to investigate him. But you are not doing it. All the pastors who were there have now gone bananas. They are now quiet. They are now mute.
National Cathedral.
National Cathedral. What is Kusibuati? Where is he? Where is he? The one that was telling us that we will be cooking Jewish food, Israeli food, Pakistani food, as if our contemporary fufu and it's not enough. You were born eating fufu and besie. You grew up only to learn in your thinking. Eating Jewish food.
There will be also the Wailing Wall stone. There will be one stone.
So the stones in this country, where he is coming from, the Ashanti region, there's a place called Abuahu. All the stones in this world are there. Their minds. You see the imperialist thinking.
The Wailing Wall stone?
What is Wailing Wall? They have been going there, they come back and steal from us. Israel, when they are going to war, did they go with the Wailing Wall? Don't they bomb? They are making bombs. You are sitting here telling us that you are going to Israel to go and bring Wailing Walls or whatever. We are not serious as a country. So if Dominic Ayine is saying this, I agree with him 100%, my brother. That the people of this country, particularly the youth, they are not waiting for any other thing. Where is Kwakwajima Menu? All of a sudden he's mute, he's quiet. The one that's Sputnik V.
The 88 million.
Jesus. Kwakwajima Menu all of a sudden have gone bananas. And you people want us to forget. During COVID, they were sharing money like any other business to MPP funds. I remember Felicia Tete, the vice chair of the MPP in the northern region, who was giving 100,000 cities and said she was giving that money by virtue of she being a parliamentary candidate. They said they cooked 54 million cities worth of food. Did you eat some? Did any of your family members eat some?
No, they said.
Na nipa o siri o MPP. O wa party for us wa ye kan yes we party for no di abra yes attorney general enyem bibi no na ye beba no so ho asem na temani senior man Solomon can say asem nyina no aye member of the movement for change no na the NDC man bako Edem Mr. Edem and honorable Edem or also etrem say and yes attorney general no e sulu kra na obujuma attorney general no and yes o sulu onye sulu see Mr. Solomon Ekano attorney general no onye sulu manyenti no masem na attorney general no obujuma pa manyenti no.
What's that got to do with concerns being raised by Daniel Dominic?
That at any point
he said he will not be surprised that if at the end of the 4 years nothing will be done.
If at any point in time I am convinced that indeed we are slow, I'll point it. But I am telling you that contrary to the views of Mr. Domelovo, the Attorney General is not slow. Because Mr. Domelovo is the chairman of the board of IOCO. Only September 15th, 11 reports were submitted by IOCO to the Attorney General's department. To the process of turning those reports into dockets before taking legal actions, it is not a child's play. Roland, the pursuit of justice in complex financial matters and in asset tracing demands meticulous investigation. It demands adherence to legal standards and the unwavering application of due process. I am of the view, and I agree. You see, the likes of Solo and many others who are expressing their frustration at the seemingly slow pace of the execution, it is because for you, oral is more than just a policy.
Absolutely.
For you, you saw and you witnessed
and they are still
the plundering of our public wealth. So I agree. The passion, the enthusiasm, the energy. But I am telling you that we need to temper the enthusiasm with patience because due process has no substitute
what about the
in legal application.
The National Service case?
These cases, recently the courts went on holidays.
Yes.
As the judicial year resumes, I know for a fact. And you say, Solo is laughing. But you see,
he's happy.
Dr. Zato is laughing. He's happy.
I'm laughing because it's a home match.
You are laughing because...
Please.
You see? He comes here as an MPP man. He doesn't want us to refer him as he said home match. Which home match is that?
No, it's okay.
No, Roland.
Let's have some decorum here.
You must give us a designation. He's an MPP member and a movement for change member.
So let me get back to Dr.
Zato. Even you are a former member of the MPP.
Yes, okay. So with Dr. Zato...
Not from the former.
With Dr. Zato, I am surprised that he's going around talking all over the place on this issue. They are the same people that when their former ministers, former appointees are invited, they march their parliamentarians to go and sit on the floor, trying to interfere with the work of IOCO. You see, this laughter that you have this morning, let it be on record. Mark it. In a few months, this laughter will turn into tears. Because I know for a fact that the Attorney General's department is meticulously pursuing all of these cases, and all of them will be brought to book. But again, it should even be a shame for you as a member of the MPP that the people of Ghana cannot wait to have you people prosecuted. It should be a shame because they saw how you looted. Look, there are many of the issues. Today, SML.
Yes.
SML. Why is Ken Oforiatta not able to come? If you were a party of principles and accountability,
SML.
you should be able to bring your former finance minister to come and account. Why is he in Washington? Why is he running away? Because SML deal, we don't know what's happened, and many others. But I am telling you that the rules of justice may grind slowly. But I'm telling you, but watch it, this is your laughter today. It's only temporarily because your people, many of them will be brought to book, they will be prosecuted, and let it remain a shame. It's a dent even on the conscience of you, the MPP. Absolutely. That entire Ghana cannot wait to see you people prosecuted. It tells you the kind of things that you did in government.
There are comments in the comments. Imelda Necessary says the Attorney General must go.
No, I disagree. Look,
the Attorney General must go, and Dr. Zato reaction to the NTR no Sereno or Chrim say, Dr. Zato or say, how can you do negotiation? Wabra will see Upe say Emra Ebejuma say Mupese mu recover mu call operation recover all, because that was the main mandate, and I said the main way or buy. But I feel no Ochema, I say some few people are more persecuted no. Say yet you almost continue running anymore. Almost say okay, if you are 100 cities now fire no for 40, never 60. Like I say main fan say butter trade say a year ye chimpe. Like or say on see as I say when I must say move yemra. When I must see move operation recover all. Now must be operation recover all. A ban is saying I paid there. Would it like conditions about say for 50, mean for 50. How? Emra Bain, I'm all the years I did. My 18 months.
Politics became cheap and Kufuor. It doesn't even have a...
See this emotional outburst, and when you all this big drama, he's trying to hide something. What he's trying to hide is this. The people of this country were hooked with. The people of this country were the people of this country were told countless lies. It's all lies to say that people have done this in order to get power. Today you've got the power. Now, I understand the pain and the concern of people like Honorable Dominic, because they genuinely, sincerely believe that's what's happening. But I also know what is scaring them. What is scaring Honorable Dominic and Co is that they have seen how the knowledge prosecutor has been used. They have seen how it has been given out nilly-willy to reward political members of the political party. They have seen how people have been allowed to get away with millions and millions of dollars under the guise of knowledge prosecutor. So they are afraid that a similar political arena will be made. They are sincerely concerned.
What we are talking about, how does that relate to the exercise of knowledge prosecutor by the attorney? Accountability,
holding people accountable for their actions or inactions whilst in office. How do you go and tell somebody that you are alleged to have stolen million, let me say 10 million cedis. After the state has closed, everything has done, now you are telling the person, give me 6 million and keep 4 million. Now, even that, I'm thinking that the NDC has lost the moral power to begin to chase people for money because of what they did. If you add, just take a calculator and add the amounts that people have gotten away with through the knowledge prosecutor. Just keep adding them. I want Ghanaians to do that. Add the money.
The upper chain say, I say, oh, maybe ya cho say, oh, say, we be a mindsika. And see 100 CDs. What Dimu saying, me Dimu 20 CDs. They do 20 CDs home. And see, I 80 CDs. Now 80 CDs on crap no 20 CDs. My son, they are me who car, make no be. And they are cannot their fabra. See, I say, negotiations, some negotiations instead of some of them run as a bedroom, or negotiations and constitution. And yes, I'm running as a fully.
All the people that have been let to go by the motherfucker, add the monies that you are let to have done, keep it there, and then wait on, and also add everything that Solo has said. I have no cause with you, Solo, on this issue. It's accountability. So I'm telling you, if you add all the things you've said, and then you also add all the things the knowledge prosecutor has said, I can tell you that the knowledge prosecutors have wiped away all those savings that are supposed to happen. What that means is that the knowledge prosecutors in and of themselves have created a huge financial hole. And that if you even take this money, if you take 100% of it and throw these people into jail for 1,000 years, you will not get that money back. What should have happened is that we collect both monies. So So I'm also happy that you are concerned about the Nola prosecutors. I'm also happy that you are concerned that people who were in the NDC have been allowed to get away with all these monies. And that's why I understand the frustrations of Honorable Delvo. That's why I understand the frustrations of Honorable Martin Amidu. That's why I understand the frustration of people who genuinely said, you are selling justice if you tell me, instead of oral, let's say, let's share. Why do you have that moral authority, to moral guts, to now say that I know what happened? You alluded to the banking crisis. I understand that. Yes, money was lost. How then do you say that here? You say you have the moral authority to say that even though I know that this amount of money was lost, and then you go home. But you...
Honorable Solomon Owusu backfire on Mr. Gabby Ochidako. Now, Ochim said, under the leadership of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, it was out of Honorable Ochidako. Now, Sema Ochidako there, like now, or Dada Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, ordinary for Hakeke, like, no confusing that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Gasa Emma Omulusu, the Ashanti region, Kwapo Town, 98.
Politics became cheap under Akufo-Addo.
Oh, how?
He doesn't even have an MPP card.
He's not a member of the MPP?
And I challenge him to produce his MPP card. But he became so powerful.
Was tagged as the ex-official
because
shadow vice.
If you have a lot of
shadow prime minister,
a lot of stomach politicians, they bow to anybody who's a non-entity. Look, political parties win power by virtue of people's hard work. It's everyone that puts in an effort to make someone a president. So if you sit down for one person to control you, then you are not worth it. That is how come you can go about and say that the MPs in the Ashanti region rather chose internal roles as against
major highways and roads.
And you believe that?
I don't know.
Were you not in this country that the vice president also insulted the people of Ashanti region when they were calling for interchange at Swabida? He said that he would rather prefer thousands of Ghana card as against interchanges.
Thousands of Ghana cards.
Does it surprise you? So they had just disrespected the Ashanti region because they know whatever they did, Ashanti region would vote for it. That is why Napo could also come in and say that as for Ashanti region, all that they needed was a T-shirt. So I don't blame Gabby. No, Gabby was the reason that Otumfuo banished the entire MPP from Manshia in 2018. You remember that issue? Undermining Manshia.
No, I don't understand. Are you making claims that the president, Nana Dankwa
Akufo-Addo,
was being puppeted or controlled?
Oh, yeah, I mean, he himself was sleeping on the job. So you would have the lives of Gabby feeding him wrong information and then doing what nobody would have thought of that it will ever happen.
Because the claims he's making are massive. Huge infrastructure outlays.
At where?
That were supposed to have been undertaken. And the MPs decided not to like them. They said they liked it.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Should I play the audios for you?
No, you can play, but at the end of the day, Gabby must not be your yardstick in terms of truth. You understand? He has never spoken any truth in terms of governance, be it under Akufo-Addo or not. Look, go and listen to Boachejako, what he did to him during the Ameri deal. You know, when the MPP came to power, they wanted to amend or as it were, revise the Ameri contract. Go and listen to Boachejako and what he said about Gabby, his role. That when there was a ministerial committee, even going into the matter, Gabby had formed his own committee and they were undermining Philip Anderson and co. At the end of the day, the Ameri revision could not happen. And that we were paying the same amount that we were paying. And that was what caused Boachejako to be sacked. And anyway, I don't sympathize with him because he at 1.2 was also siding with the cabal and also as undermining Alan Tremanti. So I don't side with him. Me, when you help someone to undermine someone, I don't side with you. You understand? Because you aided them in all this. So as for Gabby, he has no party card. He had never helped the MPP. He became prominent in the MPP because Nana Akufo-Addo became president, and that they allowed him Nana Yankamasem. So he brought his own troops, and they were doing whatever pleased them. At the end of the day, it is their own cup of tea. Now that their party is collapsing,
you come from the Ashanti region.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, who would take Gabby serious in Ashanti region?
Are you sure?
This was a party that came and destroyed businesses in Ashanti region. Ashanti region, if you want to help them, it's not even too much about what he was saying. It's about building the business base. And how do you build a business base? You knew your supporters were into business. Their interest rate, the tax regime must go down. You came and inflation went to 54%. How does it help someone in Ashanti region? You came and the policy rate went to the roof, almost 39%. How does it help the businessman in Ashanti region? You came and electricity, water, everything went up. Why are you not collapsing their businesses and enriching yourself? So what is he talking about? Let us have our peace of mind and then try and see how our party will come and...
Adolfo. Na nya sam ketu ankwa ye sho se watie wasumubi ekrumha so tina krumha ubetie mu nsem Adolfo me so subscribe to Newsarenagh GH be on say super great time please not so send be latest be be better. Follow on all social media handles, follow on Trends, follow on X, on TikTok. Be on say super great time please not so send be latest be better. And now so for pony shelter say ban say dia and there makrama. Goodbye.